I have Zoologist Elephant Sanctuary Edition. So this was perfumed by Natasha Cote. She works for IFF. She's a Canadian perfumer. I don't think I've ever smelled any of her fragrances. She's done stuff for Scent of Woods. I haven't smelled anything from that brand. That's probably the most popular brand or fragrance brand that she's done. She's done stuff for Vera Wang. I didn't even know they made fragrances. She's done a Katy Perry fragrance. She's done a decent amount, like 20 or 30 fragrances, but yeah, I think she's the only Canadian perfumer, what Fragrantica says, and she has different influences. I don't know why. I think she has like Indian and a few other countries influence her. But yeah, and this fragrance has a lot of Indian florals in it. At least Indian jasmine and Indian tuberose are listed, and I think elephants come from India, so it kind of made sense for her to perfume this, I suppose. What I get on this fragrance, during the opening, it's bright, citrusy, but grounded, not like sparkling or anything. It's slightly sour, not as sour as Koala Joey edition. Very soon after that, it fades to um like a cherry scent. If you ever had Luton's um cough drops, the wild cherry ones that people eat like can't they used to sell next to in the candy aisle at the grocery stores when I was a kid. I don't know if they still do. It smells like that to me, and it's hard to not smell anything else. But that dissipates somewhat quickly. I would say on the 1 to 10 minute mark, I kind of get that Luton's cough drop smell. And yeah, it's a tea fragrance, It does have this osmanthus quality to it. Not so much as other fragrances. I wouldn't say it's like too obvious osmanthus. There's some florals and some dryness going on. If you like tea fragrances, I feel like ones that might be similar to this one that are like more Perfumes de Empire's Osmanthus fragrance. That one's really good. One of the brand's better ones I feel like that nobody really talks about. Maybe because it's not that challenging or vintage. Um, you tried Libre d'Orange. I think it's You or Someone Like You, maybe. That one, it's more mass appealing, but it's well done. I think people would like that one. This one, this one is mass appealing, but it's mass appealing, but it's also kind of not in a way. It's hard to explain. Kind of like if you have a designer fragrance that's tuberose or jasmine heavy, like I don't know, maybe something like Gucci Bloom or something like that. Like it's mass appealing, but it's not the best seller or anything like that. The notes listed are Earl Grey tea, mate, pink pepper, cardamom, and nutmeg. In the mid, we got Indian jasmine, Indian tuberose, osmanthus, and Turkish rose. And in the base, sandalwood, suede, orris, root, and cypriol. I don't really get any cypriol in here. I do get this like suede powdery effect in here. I guess it's kind of Turkish rose. Like it's somewhat sweetened. Kind of comes off like a cherry note to me though. But you know, they list Turkish rose and orris root and all these expensive ingredients. Like, did I mean maybe they really use those, but that would be quite an expensive fragrance. Zoologists raised their prices from like 160 to 200, like a big jump. What is that like? 25% because of supposedly because of the tariffs in the United States. But those expensive tariffs are no more. I think there's a flat 10%. So it's kind of upsetting. The brand raised their price 25%, but the tariffs are now 10%. Are they going to go back down 15%? I doubt it, but maybe they're putting those funds to higher quality ingredients. I'm not sure. Um, but I'm not getting any natural Turkish rose. It seems like it's an accord geranium and kind of cherry light. Hard to say with the orris root. I mean, it does smell kind of powdery. I'm not really getting any sandalwood. It's not like there's no pickle or woody aspects to me really. Um, Maybe a little bit of warm cardamom. I'm not really getting nutmeg. It's got that sweet zoologist musk. Not overly done, but it has the same musk as every other zoologist or a bunch of them. I wonder if the brand owner tells these perfumers like, "Hey, you can do whatever you want, but use this specific musk," because they all have that like modern, somewhat sweet musk. Same thing with the brand Diptyque. Same thing with Byredo. There's so many brands that do that, like this light, clean, but somewhat sweetened musk. I mean, the main two that pop out are Byredo and Diptyque. And I think both of those brands go to the same company. I'm not sure if it's what is it? I don't think it's Givaudan. Maybe it's Firmenich. I mean, this is an IFF perfumer, so and maybe all the companies do that. I'm sure they have some kind of musk components, but yeah, I'm getting this osmanthus, the sweetness from that osmanthus, a little bit of dry that's suede orrisy note, but also with like this musk that is sweet, and then kind of these florals going on. Honestly, to me, it kind of smells orange blossomy. I don't know why. Almost like the orange blossom you would use in a blue fragrance, and it doesn't smell like a blue fragrance, but kind of get the florals that would be used for a blue fragrance. Yeah, osmanthus, the florals, kind of the dryness to them, a little bit of warm cardamom, and a sweetened musk. That's what I get from this fragrance. All right, do I like it better than the original? The original zoologist elephant was probably one of my least favorite zoologists. Something about it was just weird to me. I guess it was challenging for me. It wasn't challenging in a non-interesting way, like, oh, it's just another blue fragrance. So maybe I should go back to that and see what I think about it, but I just didn't like the smell. It just seemed off-putting to me. I know a lot of people did. I'll do a comparison video of both of these. This one I feel like is better blended. It's less challenging for sure. It's better blended. The first time I smelled this, first few times I liked it a good amount. Now I kind of don't. I think out of all the new ones, I like Zoologist Koala Joey edition. At least out of the Chameleon Tropical Blooms edition, and then this Elephant Sanctuary edition. I haven't smelled Om. I think it was sold out, the sample at Lucky Scent. That one's probably good, minimal. I'm not sure though. And I haven't smelled Zoologist Lovebird yet. I think all the Zoologist samples on Lucky Scent were $6 and Lovebird was 8, and I was like, I don't want to pay that, and I don't think I would like that scent. Yeah, I'm excited to smell the new ones coming out. I think it's Toucan is coming out. at the end of the year, and then even before that, I think there's a raccoon um, urban edition. There's not even a regular raccoon, so I guess it's just urban edition. But I think that one's supposed to smell like fruity, bubblegummy. I'm not sure, but I'm excited to smell those. Hopefully, Zoologist puts out some more interesting, challenging fragrances. But yeah, overall, I think the new ones are good additions. They smell more mass appealing, but um, not too mass appealing. They're blended better, I'll say that. I think all the new zoologists seem blended better. Um, and it seems like the brand owners, Victor's main concern with making these new additions is for them to represent the environment better. And I think overall they do a good job of doing that. So yeah, overall, a tea fragrance, musky, floral, warm, slightly dry, but sweet at the same time with the musk. Let me know what you think if you smelled Zoologist Elephant Sanctuary Edition.